Well, it gives me great pride to call somebody to the dispatch box who I've known years before he was even a member of Parliament as a minister. Dr. James Davis.
Diolch yn fawr, Mr Dilpri Lefarydd. Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. And it's a pleasure to be at the dispatch box for the first time, particularly in relation to an important matter affecting North Wales. Now, I'd like to congratulate the Honourable Member for Ynys Môn for securing this debate, and I also thank the Honourable Members who have contributed today for Aberconwy and Carmarthen East and Dynevor. Of course, I know just how important Thomas Telford's iconic Menai suspension bridge is to people and businesses on Anglesey and across the whole of North Wales. And so, it's right that we're having a debate on the sudden and unexpected closure of the bridge at 2 p.m. on Friday the 21st of October, since when all traffic has been diverted via the Britannia Bridge, which, by the innovative design, of course, by Robert Stevenson with some modifications since, carries the railway and main road traffic from the A55 North Wales Expressway. Good connectivity between Anglesey and the mainland is crucial for the people and economy of North West Wales, but also the whole of the United Kingdom. This government is committed to good connectivity, as evidenced by Sir Peter Hendy's Union Connectivity Review. I understand the concerns that local residents and businesses have over the disruption. This matters to them, and it matters to members of Parliament and the UK government. However, as my honourable friend for Ynys Môn has made clear, the UK government is not responsible for roads in Wales. Many aspects of transport, including the construction and maintenance of roads and road bridges, have been devolved matters for over 23 years. The Menai Suspension Bridge carries the old London to Holyhead trunk road, the A5, for which the Welsh Government at Cardiff Bay is responsible. The closure of the bridge was therefore a decision made by the Welsh Government. It was informed by the private company contracted by them to maintain the route, UK Highways A55 Limited, and their structural engineers who had concerns about the brittle nature of hangars installed in 1938. There are questions to be answered about the specification of the contracted maintenance schedule for the bridge and the stalled consideration of a third crossing of the Menai Straits. Those concerns tie in with understandable frustration at the Welsh Government's roads review, which has led to road projects across Wales having been put on hold since June 2021. Mr Deputy Speaker, good government does not coast along in neutral. In the immediate term, the Welsh Government should publish a timetable for the completion of repairs and the reopening of the bridge. That reassurance is the least that residents facing ongoing uncertainty whilst maintenance is carried out should receive. And as a matter of urgency, I urge the Welsh Government to allow access across the Menai Bridge for emergency vehicles if this can be safely facilitated. I will.
I thank the Minister for giving way, and I welcome his remarks, and may I take the opportunity to welcome him to this place as well. It gives me great pleasure to do so, and to see a North Wales member restored to one of the offices of the Wales office. The Minister makes an important point when he talks about the ownership of the assets and the operation of it, but I wonder, in between what he's said to do with maintenance and a third crossing, there is a gap. And I wonder if in that gap, this is where Sir Peter Hendy's review talked about the establishment of a UK-wide transport infrastructure and the ownership and investment that goes into that. Because I don't think anybody here is saying today, and the Minister wasn't suggesting, that the bridge shouldn't have been closed if the safety grounds required it. But it is this question of capacity and resilience and how that is managed and where that planning can take place. And perhaps the capacity for that would lie in a UK-wide transport infrastructure. Does he think that this road, that bridge, might fit well within that characterisation?
Well, I thank my honourable friend, the member for Aberconwy, for those comments. He is quite right. This is a strategic route. It is a trunk road, of course, and the Union Connectivity Review does highlight the importance of such roads. And I think that when the government responds to that review, it needs to consider the comments that he has made. So There is no emergency department, I wish to add, actually, in any hospital on the island of Ynys Môn, and such facilities are located at Ysbyty Gwynedd on the mainland in Bangor, and that is why emergency vehicle crossing is so imperative. I'd urge Welsh ministers at Cardiff Bay to improve access across the Menai Bridge as soon as it is safe to do so, to minimise disruption to residents and the economy. Now, Mr Deputy Speaker, I accept that maintaining the world's first major suspension bridge with Grade 1 listed status does pose its challenges. However, the Welsh Government are well funded to deliver their devolved responsibilities. They receive 20% more funding per person from the UK Government than is the case in England. And at the spending review in 2021, the Government allocated an additional £2.5 billion per year on average to the Welsh Government over the period through the Barnett formula. This was on top of their annual £15.9 billion baseline. This Conservative Government therefore put in place the largest annual block grants in real terms of any spending review settlement since devolution. I'd also like to take this opportunity to remind honourable members of this Government's excellent record of investment in North Wales. We have provided £120 million for the North Wales Growth Deal as part of over £790 million for city and growth deals across Wales. In addition, the levelling up application submitted by my honourable friend for Clwyd South led to the awarding of £13 million towards the Pont Cysyllta Aqueduct World Heritage Site project. This was just one of 10 Welsh projects totalling £121 million within round one of the Levelling Up Fund. A further £126 million has also been allocated to North Wales through the UK Shared Prosperity Fund over the next 3 years as part of a £585 million over the next 3 years. Now, Mr Deputy Speaker, the Shared Prosperity Fund is one of the successors to the EU structural funding. The core UK Government allocation equates to a generous £150 per head for North Wales. Mr Deputy Speaker, these investments, plus the Community Renewal Fund and the Community Ownership Fund, demonstrate the UK Government's commitment to Anglesey and North Wales as we continue to level up all parts of our country. Mr Deputy Speaker, residents will naturally remain as concerned as I am about the disruption caused by the closure of the Menai Suspension Bridge. I would like to reassure them that connectivity is a priority for the UK Government. I'd like to thank honourable members for this evening's debate, and I'll be writing to the Welsh Ministers highlighting the concerns that have been raised by my honourable friend, the member for Ynys Môn, along with the Government's own observations. And I'll be urging the Welsh Government to reconsider long-term solutions to address the issues that have been underscored by this temporary closure of the Menai Suspension Bridge. Thank you, Mr Speaker.